anybody needs help in getting Hack the Box set up, right up here, once you log in, you'll have lab access. You'll click on machines, select your servers that you want. If you have VIP access, which I think you're gonna need because this is a retired box. You download the VPN. And once that's downloaded, where you go to your downloads folder, it's best to go to where this folder is. Thanks, Balmung. They do require VIP sub. It's best to go to the folder, not just call where the folder is, and then you sudo open VPN and then your lab file. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how I do this. So I have a directory for Hack the Box, and then I like to put the IP address as a file name, and then in my terminal, I have that IP address there all the time. We're going to go through the guided mode. Guided mode is great if you guys aren't used to doing Hack the Box, especially with retired boxes. It basically is kind of like Try Hack Me, where it gives you questions that should get your thinking going to actually where to go next. And there's hints and everything. So I want this to be interactive. So if you guys have a command you want me to run or something you want me to look at, please put it in chat, and I will more than happily do that. I'm fighting a case of the hiccups right now, so no, I will not RM-R everything. Balmung, all right? All right, so just like with everything, we're going to start with an nmap scan. I like to start with SC, which is default scripts, SV, which is versions. It attempts to get versions of stuff. And then the IP address. And then we're going to sit here for a second. While we sit here, does anybody know how to tell from a ping command what kind of device you're up against? That's right. So my volume's super low. I can try to turn me up. I just try not to blow your guys' eardrums out. Okay. So yeah, 182 is right. 56 to 128 is Windows. Or 64 to 128 is Windows. So we're talking about the time to live right here. Make that bigger. Windows defaults start at 128. Linux starts at 64. Cisco, I believe, starts at like 250. And what time to live is every time a ping hops, it drops a time to live packet. So that's a good way to enumerate just by a ping on whether or not what kind of machine you're up against. All right, looks like our nmap scan came back. Looks like we're just looking at the nmap scan. It looks like we're up against a domain controller, simply because you have the domain DNS, you have Kerberos, LDAP. It's all kinds of stuff that leads me to believe that it is a domain controller. Windows starts at 128. Linux starts at 64. I can prove that. No, that's a Windows machine. Nope, that's not. All right, so going to here, let's look at the first question here. For which domain is the machine a domain controller? And it looks like the domain is hackthebox.local. So let's just go ahead and copy that. Paste it in there. We're on a roll. All right. So which of the following services allows for anonymous authentication and can provide us with valuable information about the machine? FTP, LDAP, SMB, or WinRM? FTP doesn't really provide you much information unless you can get in there and find stuff. Yeah, it's a new feature. It's only for retired boxes as retired mode or as guided mode. LDAP is possible. SMB is possible. So let's try logging in. Actually, before I do that, let's take my mmap scan. And let's put in my notes. All right. So signing is enabled but not required. That makes me think we can get in via SMB too. Well, let's try SMB client, shall we? Trying to make sure everything's set up here. What is it? Clear out the screen. SMB. TAC N. What is it? TAC N. TAC L. And then 129.147.175. No, go away. Of course, everything just minimized on me. Hold on. Where's everything? There we go. So it doesn't look like I can get in that way. Let's go with LDAP. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Ballman. LDAP search. What do I need? So we're going to go with... Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the help page here. What do I need off of this? Limit. I don't need limit. I think it's -H. For host 9.147.175. It's running on the default port, right? Yep. Where did it go? Okay, so I'm doing, what else do I need? Oh yeah, I need, is it -B? Yeah. -B. And that goes in here. What am I missing? This is the first time I've ever looked at the box, guys, so you guys are going to go right along with me. Is it -H capitalized? Nope, that's not it.
I like that better when you go through the box, like, without knowing everything.
Well, yeah. Let's try simple authentication. What am I doing wrong with LDAP search? So LDAP search basically connects to LDAP and allows you to enumerate stuff through it. But I can't remember the syntax for LDAP search.
LDAP search. Hang on.
I should probably be Googling this on the screen you guys can see. So -H, yep,
Host.
lowercase h is host. I got the right IP, right? 10.129.147.175. P is port, default port is 389. That's right. I didn't get that wrong. Nope, I did not.
Is your HDB comma DC logo? Is that what you got?
Yeah,
DC equals.
yeah, so it's DC equals. All right, all clear. So it's up there, and I'll make it bigger so you can see it. That's the base DN, yeah. 10.129. Do I still have connection to it? Okay, yeah, still have connection. So what am I doing wrong? Okay, so we'll change that to capital H. And we'll go ahead and LDAP IP. How long have you been studying for it? Oh, then you got it, man. So this will be local. Cannot type today. All right, there we go. So let's get this into a format that we can read. Let's go into LDAP. Text. All right, so what I did there is I went ahead, so got the command to work. Thanks to Balmung. Went ahead and piped it into a document. So now there should be LDAP search.txt. So from there, let's look for maybe we can get a user out of there. Nope. Oh, it helps if you cat it first. All right, so we got some users. Let's clean this up a little bit. Don't need that line. Don't need that. And I don't need any of that. Let's see. That seems like all of our users, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to save as users dot text. Actually, let's make it lowercase because that makes more sense. And we'll put it in the right folder. Right. And we're done with Sublime. And let's clear our screen again. All right. So where do we go next? So we have some usernames. Was there anything else in there? Let's see if there's any service accounts. So why is service accounts something I'm going to look for?
I don't want to
Anybody
spoil
can
the
tell me.
answer.
Why would I look for service accounts? And if you've ever been an administrator in any sort of Active Directory environment, you know the answer to this. Why I'm looking for services accounts is generally service accounts have way too many privileges for what they are doing. It's much easier just to give a service account the privileges of a domain admin and then just use that as the account you use for all your privileges or all your services that need to be able to log into the domain. And generally, they're way too permissive. I would recommend if you're a admin, to make a service account for each thing. Yeah, and also passwords rotate super infrequently. It turns out that only one of these services can actually give you valuable information about the structure of the domain. Yeah, that would be LDAP. I got a ton of stuff from LDAP. Don't tell me it's wrong. Okay, I must have mistyped it. Which user has Kerberos pre-authentication disabled? We can use that service account to figure out. Get np users .py, and then it's going to be hackthebox.local / apparently I cannot type hackthebox.local / that service account. And then we need the DC's IP address. So the DC-IP is, again, with my typing, 10.129.75. And no, only one. No, pass. Look at that. We got a Kerberos hash. Yes, that is an in-packet script. So if you are setting up your Kali Linux machine for the first time, one of the things I recommend always running is Pimp My Kali by DeWalt. It's on GitHub. It sets up in-packet for you. Otherwise, you'll struggle to set it up yourself. So nano hash. Thank you. All right, so we have a Kerberos hash. What do we do with it?
I think we should just ignore it. We don't need it.
No? We don't need that hash? So you can't use it to get a TGT because if I tried to explain Kerberos, we would both not understand Kerberos at the end of the day. But this is the TGT, the ticket granny ticket that the DC has for me, has for this account. We can ripper it. We could hashcat it maybe. Let's try John. I always use. I believe you're half right, Fulcanelli. So it would be John hash.txt. Oh, we're all noobs here. So the way I understand it is it's the since we're asking for it from the DC. Um, so the DC is like you ask the DC, hey, I am this account. Can I have my ticket? And the DC or the KDC, key distribution, which I've never seen it not on the domain controller, goes, yeah, here's your ticket. And this allows you to authenticate um, to other services. But this is basically this user's password uh, hashed. So it's is it word list or just word? It's just W. All right, so that John cracked it way faster than Hashcat I would did. So using the good old faithful rocku.txt, we now have the service account password. So we'll take this and this. And now we have that. Oh, Obsidian is amazing. If you want some help converting your or getting started with Obsidian and notes in general, she told me I could give it to people, so I'm doing that. Uh, so this is somebody who is studying for the PNPT. She takes notes. She streams to Twitch and takes notes, and then she makes them super available to anybody. Um, I didn't have them when I went through my PJPT. I wish I did. I had them when I went through my PNPT. They were great. And I've personally talked to her and asked her if I could give it out to people, and she said yes. So, okay, so back to this. What user has Kerberos pre-authentication disabled? That is this one, I'm guessing. What is the password? We've got that. All right, so now let's look at what ports were open again so we can get an interactive shell.
Do you feel like there's any difference? I've had other people's notes and I've yet to use them. Do you feel like there's any difference when you like go through that trouble or that grind of making your own notes versus like looking at somebody else's?
So what I say to that is like always be taking notes and doing your own, but if somebody else has them or has notes that you can add to yours, add them to it. It hurts nothing to have extra. So if you look, this is everything in here is mine except for this one. I'll make it bigger so we can see. So under Obsidian notes, this is all Trash Puppies notes, and you can search and it'll search through all of your notes. So if you've made notes on it, it'll search. If you imported them from somebody else, somewhere else, it'll search on it. It'll just gives you more information. So like, let's see if okay, LDAP search wasn't in there, but let's say Nmap is always in there. You can't add da 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 da. So now we have notes on Nmap and ping sweeping and all sorts of stuff that you can look up. And it's just from because I imported her notes. All right. So back to this. What port can we connect to with these creds to get an interactive shell? So let's look at what ports are open again. TCP wrapped. Hate that. Let's run another Nmap scan. But this time we're going to do all ports. And let's make it verbose. I would love your notes, Big Fox.
I will send you the link to my new notebook, but I'm currently like pushing a few different. I was doing notes really weird, and I'm pushing like 3 or 4 notebooks down into one notebook. So it's
Mm.
like slowly developing.
I have to clean up my notebook or my Obsidian because there's stuff in there that I probably shouldn't have in there if I'm streaming. I had a hard enough time trying to clean up my ZSH history so that when I type commands, you wouldn't see commands from the PNPT.
So, quick sidetrack. I'm going to be on the TCM stream tomorrow, the holiday stream.
Yeah,
And
I don't like you for that.
I'm sorry. I like me for that, but uh, so I just found out like 30 minutes ago that it's an ugly sweater party, and I don't have an ugly sweater, so I'm about to wear a whole ass Santa suit on the stream.
What time is that?
It starts at noon my time, so you're West Coast, right?
9 my time?
Yeah.
That's perfect. I'll be at work where there's nothing going on because it's Christmas and I'm currently deploying a new server.
Well, Arribas, look for the fat guy in the Santa suit. That'll be me.
It's noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific. I have my PCRP interview tomorrow, right after that stream, I think.
Do you know who it's with?
It's I know it has Zach. I think Keith is there, and I think there's one other person, but it's a whole panel.
I really hope Ange gets to do it too.
I hope so too. I asked her. She said she's gonna try. Uh, PCRP is TCM Securities professional or uh, what is it? Career ready professional. Yeah, I think I spelled that right. Practical career ready professional. Yeah. Um. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't have done it because it's expensive. Um. And so it's $1,000, and that gets you the training for the PNPT, the test voucher, the free retake if you need it, and then the course, the PCRP course. Um, if you already have the PNPT, they will give you a cheaper price. And if you are a student, veteran, military, teacher, all their normal things, they'll give you a discount on top of that. So I got my PNPT, and then I was like, I've been trying to break into pen testing role for about 2 years now. So I was like, well, maybe it's me. So they gave me a killer discount because I am a veteran and I already had my PNPT. But the coursework, to me, it's a lot of the free stuff you see. Put yourself out there, get you know, build a website, social networking, all this stuff. And when I had my you have a mentor call. Um, my mentor is Zach Hill, and he was like, "You're doing everything we tell you to do." So it's hard for me to not be upset for you, but it's the information that's there. If you're not doing it already, is great. I highly recommend it. And the thing I'm really excited about is after you pass, you get access to their hiring network. So they have um, companies that say, "Hey, yes, we like the PMPT, we like what you're doing. We will go ahead and consider have people considered higher in the interview process because of this certification." So that's what I'm really hoping gets me there. But it was it's been nice so far, and plus you get a pretty little like write up about yourself on LinkedIn that they share.
Mr. Robinit, is that how you say your name? Mr. Robin IT?
Who? What?
And they were asking about notes earlier. Yeah, I lied. I'm sorry. The person that took my notes is adding them in Notion, so not Obsidian.
What port does WinRM run on? Was 5985 open? Hey, screw it. Let's try it. Uh, let's go to clear. Evil. What is it?
Alex is a good dude, a very good dude.
Alex is awesome.
I was looking at I was looking
So,
at the GitHub and I thought that was your notes. I was like, damn, your notes are clean.
no, not at all. That 129.147. What is going on here? Oh, numlock. You ever hit numlock and not know you hit it? And then, so it's going to be user. And did you have to take a beef? Did you have to take Python in your course at WGU?
No, I just missed Python. I did Java, I think.
Hmm.
They changed it to Python right after I transferred that in from study.com, and they because it was just I had a subscription and it was easy, but they switched it at I would have done Python at WGU if I had that option, but I didn't.
That was one of my most hated classes.
Is it Java that WGU did before that, or you did
No,
Python?
Python. Yeah, I did Python through them. Okay, so with Evil WinRM, we are in.
A lot of this is
That's
like Reef, yes.
yeah, that's why I picked it.
I would have done this instead rather than use TryHackMe's shitty Reef network.
I had absolutely no problems with it when I did it.
I had to reset it so many times.
So WinRM's port is 5985. So let's put that in there. 5985. So let's get to the desktop. Desktop.
Arubius, you'll be able to do Reef. You just might have to fight a little bit. Like reconnect your VPN. You might have to vote to reset the network, but you'll get through it.
No, it's type. Yeah, Wreath, like, it wasn't, it didn't have that many issues when I did it. I think more people are using it, and maybe that's causing it.
Well, I would try to do Hollow also, and then they removed it. No, it wasn't Hollow that they removed. It was the other one that Ange had recommended, and they removed it because they were having. It was an older one, and they were having so many problems with it. They just got rid of it. I think they still have Hollow. We used Evil WinRM on Active Directory last week too, so you're right about that.
Hmm. So which group has write permissions over the hacktobox local domain given the group name without the at? Net user? I am an administrator, right? No, that's what group has a write DACL permissions? It's what group? No, that's the command, yeah. So, okay, it's permissions, okay. We're looking up how to figure out what group has write DACL permissions over the hacktobox local domain. Hmm. You guys have any suggestions? I say that was fairly easy. Submit. Once you have shell access to your machine, you can upload and use a Bloodhound digest. I hate Bloodhound. My Bloodhound is broken right now.
I had that same issue. Took me a very long time to get it working again.
Well, the new version of the community edition runs on Docker and it's so great. And I was trying to install it. I installed it on one of my machines that didn't have it on there yet, and it was great. I loved it. And then I tried to install it on this machine, and I borked it somehow. Hey, wait, I have ChatGPT. I used it a lot on Saturday. It's normally domain admins. That's not it. I don't think ChatGPT solved any of our challenges, but it helped a lot. So it gave me a command. Want me to run import AD? Nope. Use 3 backticks when you want formatting to be good in Discord. Do 3 backticks and then it'll do the before and after, and then just paste it after the first 3. Hmm. So it's got to be one of these groups. So I could cheat the system and just copy and paste each one of these groups in until I get the right one. Cannot find drive. So Kimono Noah Moo It's saying that the one that you said is the AD is looking for a drive AD. So can we do it without this? Nope, doesn't exist. Can I put the 5 slash? Nope, that doesn't work. Let's find out. Object not found. So my bloodhound is broken and it wants me to use bloodhound. Whoops. Helps if I'm in the right spot. Should just delete the whole path? Or just the path string? Oh, just the word path? Okay. All right, so I can't get my bloodhound to work, so we're going to look at the official write-up. And we're only going to go to privilege escalation, okay. Shows that the exchange Windows permissions, that was one of these groups. Exchange Windows permissions. Using write-ups is not bad. So my account that I have is able to how I found that is I just went and used the write-up. I got net groups for my account, and these are all the groups that we're in, and it wants us to use Bloodhound, but mine is broken, so I just used the write-up. And it says that the Windows Exchange Windows permission group has right DCL privileges on the domain. The right DCL privilege gives the user ability to add ACL's access control list to an object. This means that we can add a user to the group and give them DC sync privileges. It's going to make me use Bloodhound again. I will find out for you. Yeah, it's PowerShell right there. I have remnants of my old Bloodhound still on there, Falconelli. So I have to completely get it all off, and I don't want to do that with you guys on here. I'll do it later. What is it? Security administrator? Now I'm just playing the game. um, oh, it's this one. I can guarantee it's this one. Delegate setup. Nope, I was wrong. Someone should have taken me on that bet.
I would have ran Bloodhound for you, but I fell so far behind. I'm just like
I was
watching
trying to
it
go
just
slow.
No, it wasn't you. It was me trying to have side conversations.
uh, Hopefully, it's not people complaining to you that I suck at teaching.
No, no, not at all. It's just stuff for tomorrow.
I think I tried that one already. That was like my first thought. Hmm. GP result /V. Failed. not help desk. Brute forcing is a valid method. Let's do this. Those are just all the groups in the domain. Let's look at get AD principal group membership dash what was the name again? Hey, account operators. Hey, thank you for the bloodhound scan. I still want to do this though. Copy. Yeah, see, that wouldn't have, yep. Even that wouldn't have helped. Okay. So that means, where was I? It's DC sync. So we're going to need to right? If I can add, they're talking about add themselves to the Windows permission group, right? Net user crashed. Add. Nope. Need password first. Let's go with the almighty password / domain. All right, so now we have that user, so we can go net group. We need to add him to this group. Okay. Let's look at there was remote management. Yeah. users add. Oops, if I type it correctly. All right. So from there, what's your favorite tool, Beef?
I get excited.
The box, the garage. And we're going to go at 10.10. Nope. 129.147.175. What did I set my password to?
Not that.
Yeah, it was password. It should from the Exchange Windows permissions because that has right ACLs, right? It doesn't generally matter on Secret Stump. Access is denied. Do I have to evade? I might have to evade. Defender. Power view. Can I just do that? Nope. Helps if I'm doing it on the right place, huh?
Oh, hello, Evan. Better late than never.
I can't curl. That's right, it's Windows. Who can tell me how to get the Power View script onto this?
Mm, you cert util? Maybe when it wants to work.
Sir, util. What's the syntax for it?
Um, hang on. I can't type either. I'm just pulling it from my notes.
Apparently, I don't have notes on it.
certutil.exe dash URL cache
Okay.
dash F and then your machine, HTTP, your machine.
URL cache dash F. What?
HTTP, then your machine IP.
Is it in quotes?
No.
What is my IP? 10.10.14.5 slash power view dot ps. What?
And then the output
Right.
name.
Space and then just name.
Whatever you want it to be, yeah. Failed.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it failed. Because I serving it up on a different port. Did I do that wrong? Ah, yes.
Stupid Windows.
Linux does it too. That's not working. Len 0 file.
Did you name it PowerView PS1 when you PVPS1?
No, I didn't. I named it PS1, so it
PV.
didn't get it. It's in there.
Yeah, on your output though, you named it on the Windows system. You named it PV.
Ah, it's not streams.
I was gonna tell you you got a CH mod, but I don't want to make a bad joke. Connection could not be established.
Oh yeah, I have to like start the server again, right? Okay, so they're the same length now. PowerView.ps1. It's not working. See, that's bigger. Still not working.
So
Hmm. What am I doing wrong?
I looked at something, but I don't want to give you an idea. It's
I love that you guys are telling me as I'm figuring out that I'm a dummy. So, can I do that? Paste clipboard. What is that bypass?
I was just looking for Power View real quick, and it shows running menu, but
No, that's once it's running. Um, Shell exec bypass. Nope, that's not it.
I'm just trying to look. Dot slash Power View PS1.
Say what now?
Try space dot slash Power View PS1.
You broke up there. Dot
Space
space.
dot slash Power View PS1.
Nope.
No. In order to run the script, we first need to change the execution policy as shown. Then we can use dot sourcing to load up our script. I don't know if somebody posted this to try already. That should be set, not ET execution policy. I can paste it in correctly.
Come on, Ball Monk. Isn't PowerShell your like bread and butter?
Did you see what I pasted in?
Yeah, I put it in. It didn't
It
work.
didn't work. He said I pasted things.
Load it into memory. Okay, let's try. Paste clipboard.
PowerShell dash EP bypass. Try unrestricted instead of remote signed.
Unrestricted. No. Okay, we got something there. Now can I? Nope.
Yeah, I was just doing a little reading after that set execution policy. You should get a little prompt. So that's definitely not working.
All right, Ball Monk. It loaded into memory. Is that what you're talking about there? I mean, it got all the domain users, right? What was I trying to? I forget. I was trying to use. It's unrestricted. So my thinking is that since RPC access is denied, that we have a issue with Defender. I know PowerView has a bypass in it for Defender. I don't remember what it's called, so I was hoping just to run it so that I could see it.
Oops. Oops.
Right?
What are you trying to run for it?
So PowerView has, I think there's a Defender blocking. Yeah, it's right here. I think there is a command that I can run with PowerView to bypass Defender. Antivirus bypass. There we go. I don't think it's doing it. Defender's catching PowerView. I think that it's blocking Secret's dump. All right. Let's look. Command above. Okay, I created the users. Download the PowerView script, which I did, and import it into the current session. Okay, so how do I import the PowerView script into the current session? Where is it in PowerView? That's evil WinRMs.
Let's just uninstall Defender.
Import module power view ps1. No.
Just uninstall Windows, he says. Kumo Manamu got the bypass script.
PowerShell.exe. Are you? Maybe it's my evil WinRM that's caused me to have all these issues. Are you using Mr. Robot or Robin IT?
Mr.
Are you
PNPT.
using uh, evil WinRM or are you just using something else?
New user.
Shell.exe dash NOP dash EX bypass. No space. Space. No. What they do here? Let's go back.
Do you do you think you can? No, it probably wouldn't help if you remote desktop then.
No, probably not. So the larger one is the correct one.
Big shout out to the 13 people sticking in for the long haul too.
Ah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. Gotta see it through. Troubleshooting was definitely me on my PJPT
Mm-hmm.
because things just stopped working in a lot of ways at sometimes. Hmm. I think I felt really prepared for the PJPT. I don't think I struggled with it badly. I was like, within a couple hours, I was 90% done. And then I gave up for the night after being stuck for another couple hours. I started again the next morning at like 10, and I think I had domain admin by like 4 at the latest. Uh, PEH is definitely all you need, and if you start deep diving outside of some of the things that you need or you learned in the PEH, I'd say you're probably making it harder on yourself.
Yes. Can I do computer name and then 10.10. No, it's not 10. It is.
The only thing I wish they would put in the PEH, this is my personal thing, is a little bit of a. They cover remote desktop briefly, and I wish they would put it in like. I don't know about its own video. Maybe just use it for something.
RDP, yeah. Think about how much we use computers and how used to a Windows GUI we are, and then we spend all the time in Linux command line, and then you have to remember how they're different, and then it's just easier to use a GUI. Hmm.
X-Free RDP is my new favorite. I know a lot of people like Remina.
X3 RDP is awesome. Uh, did you ever figure out how to make it so your X3 RDP sessions could be resized?
Yes.
Okay. That helps too.
I also I wasn't doing anything wrong with like using it with hashes. I just found that a lot of times, I found on a few different boxes that going in with hashes is just disabled.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I can do this. All right. So that loads it into memory. All right.
I would definitely try and pick up another monitor if you can before the exam, just for comfort.
Nope. Copy. Let's look at a different write up.
Just hook it up to your TV. Add your TV as a second monitor while you're taking the exam.
So he enumerated a ton. He's using a Ruby script of Evil WinRM, but that's fine. Okay, that's the stuff we already figured out. Okay, now I should be able to do it with secrets dump. With the service account. SVC dash alfresco. His password is in my obsidian. Paste clipboard. Hmm.
Just kidding. If this wasn't a live stream, I would put out the bend signal. If you ever need anything Linux, hit up Tony, though.
Yes.
He helped me a little bit with that hidden file challenge in the CTF.
Yeah.
He's got notes for days.
And let's do it this way.
Yeah, LSLR, LSIL. Did you get it, Arubius? Did you get that, yeah. You solved as many as me and Jacob together.
Hey, but you know, if I wouldn't have been getting them, you would have gotten them, and if I had, you wouldn't have, I would have.
I actually saved it for my notes because I was really proud of that one.
We had 8. We were there 8 hours total.
I was proud of the Python one too because I've been meaning to learn more Python. The Python injection one. I've been meaning to learn more Python.
Okay, look at that. We finally got some credentials dumped out.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I just kept doing it faster. So I put the password in. I took out the domain.
Solo learn for Python.
So we need this.
I think I got most of the Linux range questions, and Jacob got most of the Windows range questions.
I did.
Windows is my weak point. The database questions were actually something that were easy for me, and I never thought that would come in handy.
Oh yeah, it helps if I complete the command, right? Getting tired, guys. Hey, look at that. We're administrator on this box. So let's see where. Submit the flag that's on the administrator's desktop. So can I use tab to complete? That is the administrator flag. Don't tell me that. All right. Thanks for hanging in, guys.
That was fun. It's fake when it's too easy.
Right? That's why I didn't even look at this before starting it. Thanks for pitching in you guys' ideas. So basically, for those who were listening to Beef and weren't paying attention, we looked at the final step. We looked at OXDF's walkthrough, and there's an issue with some cleanup script or something that's running, from what I can tell. So we took his one-liner, gave the service account DC sync rights, and passed that through Evo NRM, and then you had to be quick and secrets dump it out. And then from there, use WMI exec. I'm sure PS exec would work too. And we passed the hash of that password. And we got in.
Yay.
All right, I'm now open for questions for the next 3 seconds. I'm kidding.
And I don't know if anybody said this, but Jacob just passed his PNPT. So if you guys have any questions about PNPT, also shoot. Oh, I'm jealous. Is that a Dr. Pepper? Yeah, it is.
Why did I know you were a Dr. Pepper guy?
It's the beard.
You got cheer wine up there?
Cheer wine.
Cheer wine.
Hang on, I got some of this. I got some of this I could dig into after.
Oh, nice.
It's hot pepper mead.
The nicest thing. So what's signaled me to focus on LDAP was, let's bring up my notes, in the Nmap scan. Well, one, we were doing the guided mode, and it said, hey, which one of these services will give you valuable information about the machine? FTPs for transferring files. LDAP you can get information off of. SMB you can get information off of. WinRMs for connecting. You could potentially get information off of if you had, the correct username and password. So I initially tried with SMB. Couldn't get anywhere with SMB. So I looked at LDAP, and it able to dump out a ton of stuff. If I can, what was it here? So cat LDAP. So it dumped out this whole entire LDAP. I then grabbed that for users, and I got a bunch of users. And then I grabbed that for service accounts. And I found this service account.
Were you showing that on your screen?
Yeah, I forgot I stopped sharing my screen. Hold on. You should have said something sooner. All right. Again. So I grep for users, got all these users. Grep for services accounts. I always look for service accounts in Active Directory for the simple reason that they're generally overprivileged. Their passwords very rarely get changed, and they're just low hanging fruit. I'm sharing again, ball moment. Service accounts are your best friend in an Active Directory environment. Like, I hate them, and I'm an Active Directory admin, and I'm constantly making new uh, service accounts for stuff that gets added.
Oh. Well, we lost Jacob completely. I guess we give him a second to see if he comes back or gets his screen. It looks like he's back, but do I have to invite him back? Might have to invite him to speak. He's dead.
I don't know why, but my Discord just decided it wanted to restart itself.
But your satellite,
No, my satellite is pretty good right now.
you're coming in from space.
It is. How was this quality of the stream of the like sharing my screen through satellite internet?
Um, I saw. I don't know if everybody else saw, but I saw like sometimes you're like you would be typing and it lagged a little bit, but I don't know if that happens often on Discord or not.
That's also the boxes. Yes, I'm on Starlink. But Evil Win RM, W My Exec, they all kind of lag.
I had a big dog come visit me.
All right. Is there any other questions? PJPT, PNPT, how me and Beef and Ballmung and B Dubs just destroyed that uh, challenge, the CTF.
Or does anybody got any questions for Common Namun? I always don't know if I'm saying his name. I have a dog assaulting me right now. Common Namun. He's got a type so I can read it. Kumo Manumo. Because
Kumo.
Kumo's all
All
right.
right.
Hell yeah, that's even better. Do Kumo, do you mind me asking what you do for work if you do work? Because you got almost as many points by yourself, or what you. I don't know a little bit about you because you got almost as many points as our team did by yourself. How long you been doing it for? Yeah, we the blue team challenge has kicked our ass. The I was trying that one in Wireshark where you gotta find the C2, and I feel like I was getting close, but it was like that 105 or 104 or something IP, but I couldn't figure out how to like get anything from the output.
Where do you see the single person scores?
Stats, I think it's called.
Stats.
You should be top. You should see top individual. Yeah, he's down a little bit further. I think he's number 6.
Yeah.
How many points did he have?
I don't know how many he had total, but it's over 9,000.
Oh man, that's crazy. 1,200 points is still good, dude. There's a lot of if you scroll through that, a lot of teams didn't get 1,200 points.
Yeah, and like we didn't solve leaky ZKP. Like we didn't solve the amazing firewall one. A lot of the ones you solved, we didn't solve. Oh, Alex.
He said he's
It was
gonna.
it was it was our goal to, or at least my goal to, beat all the TCM teams.
Alex said he's gonna do a walkthrough of his race car.
Oh, I know how to do it now.
Oh, you do?
I figured it out. Yeah, I was on the right track. I just didn't do it enough. I could show you.
Parallel Burt request. That's what he told me, but I didn't try.
Yeah. So we still have access to it, so I can do it real quick. So race car named Alex. Open. Right. So the idea is you apply a discount, you get $50 off. Right. Clear the cart. So it resets. Open up Burp.
Later, Balmung.
Uh, it wouldn't work with just 2 requests. I had to do like 10 for it to work. So let's turn on the intercept. Proxy intercept. Apply. We're going to move this to send this to repeater. Control R. Control R. Control R. Control R. All right. Disable the proxy for right now. Go back to repeater. Take all of these. Create tab group. Great. And then send group in parallel. Send group in parallel. And eventually, what did I do wrong? Race condition.
I would have never figured that out
I
on my
was
own.
on. I had this all set up, but like, okay, so like there was what 11 tabs in there,
Yeah.
and I only got 2 of them to go. earlier I was messing around and I did like 20 and I got $100 back. So like I was only when we were doing it, I only did like 2 or 3
Yep.
and it didn't work. Like I was there. Any other questions or anything? My wife's not home right now. She's at volleyball practice with our daughter, so I'm pretty much free until like 8 o'clock.
Everybody want to just hang out, stay and hang out, and keep them company.
Yeah, I mean, I could show you some of the challenges we did. If you want to do that, maybe Kumo can show us how he did all the blue ones.
I would actually love to see that. The one I was working on, the C2 one. I forget what it was called. I could probably look real quick.
Conspiracy. I think we got conspiracy, didn't we? Yeah, I think Ballman got conspiracy. Yeah, it was one of the ones that we were first blood on.
Where is it? C2 defaults is the one I was trying to work on.
C2 defaults. This one.
Yeah. My Wireshark knowledge is very basic, though.
Yeah, same here. Like, did you get this one, Kumo? Oh, okay.
Well, that makes me feel better. It says solved by 7 teams. That's not very high.
I got one of the PCAP challenges, but I gave it to somebody else.
Which one are you asking about, Arubius? Oh, 7 solves. C2 defaults. I tried really hard on that one and couldn't get anywhere. I mean, I felt like
Yeah,
I got somewhere, but
he left us for like an hour.
I got. That was a rabbit hole. That probably cost me something.
Yeah. Like, and then there's some of these like I thought I was getting somewhere with this one, and only 3 teams solved it. It says no one solved the amazing firewall.
Um, Silk? No. I like no.
Did Kumo? Did you get sunlight and SQL? Hmm.
That was at my dog, not at you guys.
Looking like a conspiracy. think, yeah. At, if we go, let's just magic it. See what happens.
You've
Nope.
officially beat Ben for the longest study group.
Well, this wasn't really a study group. This was a let's beat our heads together against the wall. Ben teaches stuff.
That's
I
studying.
just have you guys teach me.
Definitely gonna have Ben back, and definitely gonna have Robert back too.
Yeah.
That dude is so smart, also.
Ben kills me with how smart he is. I have no idea how Balmung solved this one. He solved this one.
Robert is just as smart. It's just like red team stuff instead of pen test stuff.
Yeah. Bucket Works was pretty easy. Open image in new tab. And then we take out. Oops. Take out the phone, the actual image, and you get a list of all the images that are in here. And then you just copy and paste them in there. Super easy. This is the one that it ended up being, I believe. Yep.
Well, that's where they came from.
Yeah. S3 bucket one.
I was working on something else, and I just saw like a octopus pop into chat.
Into a. I probably did that wrong, Kumo. Let's try it. Copy. Paste. Oh, right there. So Balmung was our PowerShell expert, so that makes sense in how he got that. But where did you get that information from? So going back to boop, here. Right. Stop doing that. Okay. That was talking to my Firefox, not you guys. Yeah, that was smart.
And this guy's worried about taking the PJPT.
Right?
Most of you are probably smarter than me. I do pest control for a living. I'm just getting into this stuff.
Don't sell yourself short, man. Oh, Covert Trace was fun too. Did you guys get a Covert Trace? I used wiggle.net. What did you do for validation, Fox? Or Beef?
Which one is that? Your
The
screen's a little
XML was a
fuzzy for
pain.
me. Let me see if I can look at
Oh, it's down. Never mind.
it. What was it called though?
Validation.
Let me see if I can
It's
find it.
writing valid XML was a pain until I created this nifty validation app. I put the flag in a weird file to be extra safe.
Let's see. Validation.
Oh, maybe no, that was Ballmonk who solved it. Never mind.
Okay.
B
I think
Dub's got free healthcare,
the only web exploit one I did was magically mathematical.
which I still can't get that to work. Like I have what you put in, and it didn't work.
Let's see if I can get it to work again. Oops.
Right here. Copy. Paste. See, I just put in
Yep.
import OS pop popen who am I read, right?
Yep.
But it doesn't go.
That is definitely what I used.
That's what I'm saying. It's like what am I doing wrong on it?
Let's see if I can get it to work again.
Urberus or Kumo? Does this look right?
All right, hang on. I think I might have copied something into my notes wrong. I miss it. You're missing the. I'm copying it for you right now. Oh, cool.
Because that looks like good Python to me. Granted, my Python education was through um, WGU.
Underscore in front. It comes through underscore in front of import and after import. Is it double underscore? Double underscore in front of import and double underscore after.
Okay, so it came up as math. So
When I pasted it into the Discord channel, it took the underscores away.
then you just put flag.txt in there, right?
I think I did cat flag.txt.
There you go. I really need to work on web app.
When I posted it to you in the Discord, it took the underscores away.
Yeah, and when you posted it here, it underlined it.
Yeah, it's the Discord is weird.
The PJWT is after my E. I haven't decided if I'm going for OSCP or CPPTS.
I think that's what I'm doing after the PNPT is the CPTS because their content looks so good. I mean, I should be smart and do the OSCP, but with my student discount, the CPTS is only like $300 total,
Mm-hmm.
and same for the PNPT.
No, we were close. Beef felt like he was close on C2 defaults, but we didn't get there.
I found like I'm pretty sure I found the beacon and everything. Like there was definitely one IP that stood out. I just didn't know how to piece together the flag from any of the info that came with it.
Do you remember what IP stood out?
If you can, that 151 is like the only external IP I believe that I found in it. I didn't take notes on it while I was doing it.
So this is just 151 traffic now.
You'll definitely see it as a destination somewhere. I mean, I could
No,
have
that's source.
see if you just sort it, but yeah.
Destination. Okay, so it's a destination a couple of times.
So if you, I think that was the one I was looking through, and it has, if you piece them together, it's like an article or something. It's like an
Uh,
article on a cockroach. I'm not even kidding. It's like a hacker's memorial to a cockroach. And supposedly, you gotta scroll like way down. And supposedly, the payload is hidden in there. Maybe that wasn't the one. I'd have to look at the PCAP again. There was another one that looked like it might be it, but it was internal. I think some of them are none of the external HTTP. They were all TCP.
all the external ones?
I definitely found this like they were sending like an article. It was an article about a memorial to a cockroach that hackers made.
Okay. Okay, so these are all source is 1.5. So if we follow the TCP stream on these, all right, I feel like I'm doing this right.
I just don't know where to get the payload from it.
Oh yeah, man, you made it way further than I would because I gave up here.
I think that's junk, like what you're looking at. There was something else that I found. I think I still have that PCAP.
Yeah, I haven't cleaned up my downloads yet. HTTP stream. So to teach us how to use Wireshark. Apply as a filter. No. Because there's not much HTTP in here. So if we go protocol HTTP, there's not much HTTP in here.
Yeah. So like you see those image ones, there's like 4 images.
Yeah.
But so I thought it might be in that, but that's all it looks like on the same network. So I was still looking through those, like the HTTP stream, and that's where that's where the article is for the cockroach. And it just felt like that might be something, but it's not really going anywhere unless 10.2.6 is like a proxy.
Everybody tried on our team tried the others um, challenges like synthesized surroundings and the other one, and yeah, none of us could get it. B Dubs felt like she was close.
Was anything on that other one?
I got nothing so far. You said it was way down, so let's scroll all the way down.
I mean, I definitely found an article about a cockroach, but not like it did me any good.
Hackers create memorial for cockroach named
Yeah.
Trevor.
Yes. Why am I not
That's just the
seeing
title, though.
There's like links in there to Twitter and like so much shit that I found that wasn't useful.
On a Sunday evening, hours after the closing ceremonies of DerbyCon, participants gathered across the street from the conference hotel at a local smash burger in downtown Louisville, Kentucky. But the hackers didn't gather for food. They were there to mourn a cockroach named Trevor.
Yeah. So I know
Wow.
all about that now.
Yeah, this is the actual article. So, can we go to the actual article?
Exporting HTTP objects. I don't know. Yeah, I did actually go to the article. Where is it?
Night, B-dubs.
Later, B Dubs. I'm trying to find it in my own PCAP now. Post.
Come on, there's what? There's 7 of us in here. By our powers combined, we can find this.
Oh, somebody said something to try. Yeah, I'm looking at the
Hmm?
Git right now. Oh, it's not. It wasn't in the. Okay, never mind. I was looking at the Git request right now. But Kumo said he didn't find it in there.
Night, Falconelli.
Oh, he was saying goodnight to B Dubs.
Oh, okay. My bad.
How do I export HTTP objects?
Okay, so now they're all exported. Definitely, we're gonna need someone on the blue team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't know what to look for in this thing.
Yeah, neither do I. It's just like there's just so much crap.
The first IP was like 151 something. I thought that was it because it's
The only
151.
external.
Yeah, it's the only external.
It's 151, 101, 130, 165.
Yep. Some of it is TLS. Follow TCP stream, but it's just a jumbled mess. I wouldn't, if there was a payload right in front of me, I wouldn't know what it was. Like, I'm looking at the TCP stream for that again. Well, I don't know. I just found nothing again.
Yeah, neither did I. All right. I think I'm good. Everybody else good for the night? No more questions?
Yeah, it's bedtime for me. We're getting close to it. I gotta work in the morning. And
All right, man.
leaving early so I can do that stream. Come make
Rub it
fun
in
of me
some more.
tomorrow and watch me as Santa.
Will do.
Later, dudes. As far as next week goes, well, there's only 4 of us here left, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna do a study group on Christmas, but I'll figure out another day.
Perfect.
Yeah, buddy, junior pen test. That was one of my first on Try Hack Me. I loved it. Alright, yes. Have a great Christmas to all if I don't see you before then, and I'll post something up about next week's study group.
Perfect.
Good
Thanks
night,
for having
buddy.
me, guys.